Kunja Vihari Jaya Damodara Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivardha Gopijana Vallabha Girivardha Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Damodara Kunja Vihari Jaya Damodara Kunja Gopijana Vallabha Girivardha Gopijana Vallabha Girivardha Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Jaya Prabhupada Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivajagacharya Astutarasita Srimad Divine Grace ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagadguru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajagacharya Astutarasita Srimad Divine Grace Sri Bhakti Vedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananta Gaudiya Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Prams Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Siva Sadi Gaura Bhakti Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopina Shyam Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Vrindavan Dham Ki Mathura Dham Ki Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jamuna Mai Ki Jai Ganges Mai Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gauda Premanande All glories assembled devotees All glories assembled devotees All glories assembled devotees Glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Prijaya Bhutale Simati Bhakti Dhira Swami Namaste Krishna Prijaya Prabhupada Shaitanvane Shri Gaura Karana Shakti Bhakti Dhira Namne Krishna
Hare Krishna everybody, please accept my most humble obeisances. It is our pleasure to have His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj with us. And respected Maharaj and dear devotees, with this class of Maharaj, we are beginning a new initiative called as Vedavarsity, which is a part of INSS. INSS is a project which has been established by Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj. It is his inspiration, his blessings that we are together working for INSS. INSS is in service of Srimad-Bhagavatam, and there are a lot of initiatives coming under it very soon for the pleasure of the devotees. So this is the first class of Maharaj at Vedavarsity, and with this we officially inaugurate this project called as Vedavarsity. So respected Maharaj, thank you so much for taking out time from a busy schedule and for doing these glories of Srimad-Bhagavatam. Although Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj doesn't need an introduction, but to officially introduce Maharajji, Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj has become known for his humility, his gravity, his deep knowledge for the scriptures. He is the first African sannyasi and Diksha Guru in ISKCON. He grew up as a Roman Catholic from a very young age. He has been very spiritually minded. Due to his ardent desire to understand God and His creation, he studied Bible intensely to quench his thirst for spiritual knowledge. In his youth, he associated with many spiritual groups, and he read a lot of other scriptures, and he practiced Hatha Yoga with a representative of Raw Anglo Davis, and also corresponded with various spiritual organizations. And he regularly teaches Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava courses in Vrindavan in Mayapur Institute, and facilitates numerous seminars on practical aspects of Krishna conscious philosophy, such as community building, self-sufficiency, etc. He also has authored a book called A Spiritual Connection, understanding the dynamics of the guru-disciple relationship to help devotees take the next step in their spiritual journey. He tours and preaches extensively in different countries in Africa and Brazil, in India, Mauritius, and in the United States as well, to deliver the message of Krishna consciousness. Following the desires of his spiritual master, Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj is also developing a vibrant Krishna conscious self-sustainable farm community in Ghana, Nigeria, Africa. So, thank you so much, Maharaj. We would like to hear the nectarian sweet pastimes of Srimad-Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Narayanam namaskritya Naram chaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam Tato jaya mudirayet Nashta prayesva bhadreshu Nityam bhagavata sevayam Bhagavati uttama sloke Bhakti Dhira Damodara Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunnitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Pitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devan Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Sunduvya Evacha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Grantara Srimad-Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna. So this evening in India, this afternoon in other places, or this morning in Brazil, we are looking at how to develop love for Srimad-Bhagavatam. How do we develop love for Bhagavatam? We are developing attachment and a love for something, both materially or spiritually. In this material world, to develop attachment, attraction for something, other something, it requires hearing about that thing. And we see that in this material world, people are forced to buy so many things we don't need by advertisement. Because when we constantly hear something, it is natural to develop attraction for it, even if you don't like it. That is the potency about hearing. So you look throughout the whole world, there are billboards everywhere, advertising, this is good for you, this is good for you, this is good for you. As you continue to hear, this is good for you, this is good for you, eventually you will like to try it. That's why people are becoming addicted to so many things in this world. Similarly, to develop attraction, attachment, a love for Srimad-Bhagavatam, we need to hear about Bhagavatam. When Prabhupada said, and this is what the Prabhupada said, the eagerness to hear about God is the first qualification of a devotee eligible for entering into the kingdom of God. The first qualification is eagerness to hear. And how do we get that eagerness to hear about Krishna, about Bhagavatam, about the holy name? How do we get the eagerness? Where does the eagerness come from? To hear about something. In the same verse, this is Sonakarisi speaking in the first canto of Bhagavatam. Shu Shuro Shu Shadadana Shya Vasudeva Katha Ruchi Shan Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nisevanat. Shan Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nisevanat. Here is Nisevanat. Another verse in Nisevayat. Means the same thing. By rendering a service to a pure devotee, by serving a pure devotee, Vishwanath Chakravarti, he commented on this verse, and he started, how do we develop, he said, the process of developing love for Krishna is expressed in this verse. How to love Bhagavatam is to hear about Bhagavatam. And to hear about Bhagavatam from who? From a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. A person who is speaking Bhagavatam, not for money, not for scholarship, not for anything material, only for the purpose of pleasing the person we're speaking about, Krishna. Due to the interest we have on the devotees of Krishna. Such people are qualified to speak Bhagavatam. And by hearing from such people, our love for Bhagavatam will neatly come out. So to hear, we requires a pure devotee who loves Krishna from the heart. And he's speaking for the benefit of the devotees of Krishna. That is the process to develop love for Krishna. This is first canto, the same first canto, this is chapter 1, sorry, canto 1, chapter 1. In the same canto 1, chapter 7, text number 7. Ya Shambhai Shriya Manayam Krishna Parama Purusha Bhakti Ulpadeta Pumsaha Soka Mohabayapaha. Simply by giving oral reception to this Vedic literature, Srimad-Bhagavatam, just to hear Bhagavatam from a self-realized soul, the feeling for loving devotional service to Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, sprouts up immediately, at once, and it will extinguish the fire of lamentation, the fire of illusion, and fearfulness. Fearfulness is destroyed just by hearing. We are blocked from enjoying Bhagavatam because of the cloud of material sense gratification which is locked up very deeply in our consciousness, in the heart. We have no taste for hearing, not all. Some people don't have taste. In the Prabhupada mentioned that there are so many people who have no interest in hearing Bhagavatam. They have no interest to go back to Godhead. Majority of people don't want to go back to Godhead. Even including those of us who are in Krishna consciousness. So Papa regretted our association seriously when he said that many Hare Krishna devotees are not going to Godhead, they are going to heaven. Many. Prabhupada is speaking because they have seen our consciousness. Many devotees are, he's not talking about karmis, he's talking about those who are practicing, those who are said to be in Hare Krishna movement. Majority are going to heaven, not Goloka. Why? The cloud of anarthas are blocking our interest in hearing about Krishna, appreciating Krishna. A few years ago, here in Mayapur, in our program, ILS program, analysis were made. Only 2% of Hare Krishna devotees read. 2%. The whole Hare Krishna movement. Just a pass mark. 2%, you see the exam and you have 2% in exam. Good students will be happy to have 2% in exam. Just 2%. That was the result of analysis. All of us were given paper. How many of us have read Bhagavatam completely? How many times Bhagavad Gita? How many times Chaitanya? How many times? The result came out with 2%. And then the second analysis, why we're not reading? Why we're not reading? I have no time. No interest. How will we have interest in something we don't hear about? Something you don't hear, you cannot develop interest or attraction for something you don't hear, you don't see. It's something that doesn't exist in your life. How will you love it? We love something which we constantly see, then there's some attraction will come from it. Something which we constantly hear, attraction will come from it. If we hear about mundane things, which the demons today are taking advantage of advertisement to force us to buy so many things, which we don't even need. So if we apply the same principle in Bhagavatam, practice hearing about Bhagavatam every day, we will naturally develop love for Bhagavatam, provided it is being spoken by a pure devotee. One who is not speaking for money. Even if the person is a devotee but is speaking for money, is not qualified to speak Bhagavatam. A qualification for speaking Bhagavatam is there. A qualification to speak Bhagavatam. One who is speaking out of love for Krishna is speaking out of appreciation for Krishna. He's speaking because he wants to help devotees. So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, such a person is very, very dear to me. A person who is speaking this knowledge about Gita to the devotees, extremely dear to me. in the past, in the present, in the future. Very dear. A person who is speaking for money will not be dear to Krishna because it will entertain our intellect, but not the heart. Most of our lectures are like that. It comes to the head, doesn't go to the heart. Why? The speaker is not qualified. The speaker is speaking to entertain the audience. You're not speaking to glorify Lord Krishna. You want to speak what devotees want to hear, not what devotees need to hear. You're not qualified to speak Bhagavatam. And such people speaking will not bring this effect. Because one who hear from Krishna, one who hear about Krishna, one who hear about Krishna from devotees of Krishna or from Krishna himself, the two things will take place. If we hear about Krishna, two things will take place. One, all abhadranis, all inauspicious things will be destroyed. The love for Krishna will come out. The two things. That is Bhagavatam. So, in Vedavarsity, this program is designed to promote hearing Srimad-Bhagavatam so that the purpose of Srila Prabhupada establishing ISKCON will be achieved. Prabhupada said, I established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness just to give people a chance to hear. It's for hearing. And here we are seeing the benefit of hearing. Our illusion will be destroyed. Our lamentation, fear, and anxiety will be destroyed. The love for Krishna will come out. And those who really love Krishna, those who have love for Krishna, they will also have interest in Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam and Krishna, they are not different, they are the same. Anaratopasanam sakshat bhakti yoga madokshaje lokasya janatu bidwam chakre satvata samhita. The material miseries of the living entity, which are superfluous to him, can be directly mitigated by the linking process of devotional service. But the mass of people do not know this. And therefore, the learned Vyasadeva compiled this Vedic literature, Srimad-Bhagavatam, which is in relation to the supreme truth. Bhagavatam and Krishna are the same. One is person, one is a book. Therefore, we should hear constantly about Krishna. From pure devotees, as properly explained in the purport. In the purport properly speaking. Messages of the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, are not different from him, Krishna. Whenever, therefore, offenseless hearing and glorification of God are undertaken, it is to be understood that Lord Krishna is present there in the form of transcendental sound, which is as powerful as the Lord personally. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Sikshasaka declares clearly that the holy name of the Lord has all the potencies of the Lord, and that he has endowed his innumerable names with the same potency. There is no rigid fixture of time, and anyone can chant the holy name with attention and reverence at his convenience. The Lord is so kind to us that he can be present before us personally in the form of transcendental sound, but unfortunately, we have no taste for hearing and glorifying the Lord's name and activities. We have already discussed developing a taste for hearing and chanting the holy sound. It is done through the medium of service to the pure devotee of the Lord. Service to the pure devotee of the Lord. You give us the purification or the taste to hear about Krishna, to hear Bhagavatam. Hearing Bhagavatam is a very big science. That if we don't understand the science, it will be very difficult to hear. Hearing Bhagavatam is not sitting in the class. Sitting in the class, the body is sitting there, but the mind is not sitting there. The mind is doing so many other things that the body is sitting in the class, but nothing is heard. To hear from a self-realized soul means that we must have faith in the speaker. We should have faith that yes, the Bhagavatam is directly Krishna. If I hear Bhagavatam, I'm going to attend Krishna. As Prabhupada said, every page of Bhagavatam is Krishna personally standing. Every page of Bhagavatam you open is Krishna. For majority of us, we don't see Krishna when we open the page of the Bhagavatam. Why we don't see? Because we have not satisfied the pure devotee with a sincere service. So it is said the scripture is revealed. We don't say the scripture is read. The scripture is revealed. Say revealed scripture. That's the word we used. How is it revealed? It is revealed by rendering a service to a pure devotee. By rendering a service to a pure devotee, to do that service, we need the faith that if I hear from this person, I'm going to get the blessing that the scripture revealed. Then the love I have for Bhagavatam will sprout, will develop. As we hear from the life of Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami said what? Bhagavatam is my companion. They used to have one book, Student Companion. You don't have it in India. Student Companion. It's a book. But Sanatana Goswami has Bhagavatam as his companion. That's Bhagavatam. Why? He has love for Bhagavatam. Therefore, Bhagavatam is his companion. Sanatana Goswami said, Bhagavatam is my friend. He's my friend. For some of us, cell phone is our friend, but not Bhagavatam. Why cell phone is our friend? Because a lot of advert is being made. Unlimited pleasure from Samsung X25. So attraction goes there, but no advertisement about Bhagavatam. So Sanatana Goswami, he does not have attraction for this thing, he has attraction for Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam is my friend. That is Sanatana Goswami. Bhagavatam is his friend. Bhagavatam is his companion. Bhagavatam is his wealth. We have attraction for so many things. We are very busy working. Why are we working so hard? To get money. Well, Bhagavatam is the wealth of Sanatana Goswami. Bhagavatam is a shelter for Sanatana Goswami. That is a shelter. So Bhagavatam for him, it is on and all. Sanatana Goswami, he sleep with Bhagavatam. This is having love for Bhagavatam. He came to this point by studying and hearing it from a pure devotee. By hearing, by rendering a service, one will get affinity to hear. By getting affinity to hear, the love for Bhagavatam will develop. The love for Krishna will develop. The love for Holy Name of Krishna will develop. Without a service to a pure devotee, love for Bhagavatam will not become meaningful in our life. It will not be possible. That is why many people have no interest in Bhagavatam. And for those who even read Bhagavatam every day, we are reading it to become a scholar so we can preach and make money from it. So there's so many Bhagavatam reciters. So many. They're reciting Bhagavatam. And they have a big crowd who are reciting Bhagavatam. But how many of them have developed love for Bhagavatam? How many of them have become pure devotees by hearing Bhagavatam? So Kapil Muni said 3:25-25. Bhagavatam is relishable, is sweet, and it will develop taste only if we hear from another pure devotee. It will not come other way. If you hear Bhagavatam from a pure devotee without rendering service to that pure devotee, Bhagavatam will not be revealed. It will still be hidden, because it is not just to sit down and hear. It is a very big science. The big science is that service is required. Service. Service is, how do you say, the glue. Glue that put two things together. This is service. So without service, no relationship. There's no relationship. So, Srimad Goswami, he has a love for Bhagavatam. He sleep with Bhagavatam. He wake up with Bhagavatam. He speak Bhagavatam. He narrate Bhagavatam. And those who hear will also develop taste like him. So it is compulsory for us to render service to a pure devotee, to have faith in the pure devotee, to humble ourselves before the pure devotee. We should be convinced that if you hear, our love for Bhagavatam will develop. And we are repeating, the service of a pure devotee will make it a reality. So we should hear attentively, as Brahma said in the second canto, bona fide hearing. Bona fide hearing. Bona fide hearing, the speaker and the listeners are together to become one. That example we saw with Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadev Goswami. When they were celebrating speaking and hearing, they were fully committed, like this. And you blink your eye before me. Parikshit didn't blink his eyes. Sukadev didn't blink eyes. They were sick. Yeah, fish. They're like fish hearing. Fish. 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 A fish at the bottom of the ocean. At the bottom of the ocean, the water and the milk are together. At the bottom of the ocean. On top, it's only water. They dip down the bottom. Milk and the water, they are together. The fish is absorbed in drinking only the milk and doesn't blink eye when he's drinking. That is a qualification to a disciple to hear Bhagavatam. It means what? Eagerness. Prabhupada use the word eagerness. Eagerness to hear. Is the first qualification Prabhupada said, eagerness. To have that level of eagerness to hear, we are repeating, service a pure devotee. And to have that service attitude for a pure devotee, we should have also faith. We should have faith. We should have faith that if I listen, I'm going to get something from this. If you have no faith, you cannot get anything. And this faith and this service attitude and eagerness will bring us the mercy of the pure devotee that will help to remove that cloud and introduce us to the nectar of Krishna consciousness, hearing Bhagavatam, or chanting Krishna's holy name, or pure devotional service. They will open it. Then they will allow us in. So Krishna and Chaitanya would say that, by my mercy, if I don't give someone my mercy, no entrance. And the mercy comes from pure devotee of Krishna. The mercy of Krishna is not with Krishna. The mercy of Krishna is with the pure devotees of Krishna. So we should select a pure devotee of Krishna and listen by Bhagavatam every day. Every day. The Lord is reciprocally respondent to his devotees. When he sees that a devotee is completely sincere in getting admittance to the transcendental service of the Lord and has thus become eager, see, properly using the word repeatedly, eager to hear about him, eagerness to hear about Krishna, the Lord acts from within the devotee in such a way that the devotee may easily go back home, back to Godhead, go back to Krishna, back to Godhead, easily. The Lord is more anxious to take us back into his kingdom than we can desire. How do we see this? What is the proof that the Lord is more eager to take us back to Godhead than we? This we have heard many times. The Lord is very eager. If the Lord is very eager, why is it so difficult? Why do I have to chant 16 rounds? Why do I have to keep principles? Why do I have to do so much? If I want you to get me, then I should make it easy for you. I can provide a vehicle. I can give you a good driver who knows my place. So go and bring you there. Is it not? If I really want to, I'm very eager for you to come. I send a driver to go and bring you. So you don't need to go and look for ticket, look for a car, what to bring you. See, easy. You bring you directly. So what does it mean? What is it? Why do we have to work so hard to get this? That difficulties which is there for those who are very, you should know, those who are really very, very eager to go back to Godhead, they have more difficulties than those who are not eager. They have more difficulties, they have more problems than those who are not serious to go back to Godhead. Why is that? Because that is what we require to get us purified, to go there. So the Lord is eager for us to come. So he made all the necessary arrangements. This is what we need to pass through to come here. So that is the Lord's costless mercy, that he has selected you to come. Therefore, he's making the necessary arrangement to get us qualified. That is the vehicle he's sending to us to come. The difficulties, the vehicle Krishna is sending to bring us to him. Because by taking that vehicle, we will come directly. By passing through all these challenges, difficulties, you will go directly to meet Krishna. That is Krishna's costless mercy. The Lord is more anxious to take us back into his kingdom than we can desire. Most of us do not desire at all to go back to Godhead. Only a very few men want to go back to Godhead, but anyone who desires to go back to Godhead, Sri Krishna helps him in all respect. Krishna helps in all respect. How does Krishna help in all respect? We have Tulsi Devi. You have Ganga, you have devotees, you have prasadam, Bhagavatam, the holy name. What else? Deity. Dham. Yes, pure devotee.
We have you.
Hare Krishna. So we can develop love for Bhagavatam. So he made all this arrangement. Not only that he gave the Bhagavatam, he first of all performed activities, and he got his devotee, Vyasadeva, to put all of them together. He said compile. So he collected all together. Not only that, and he gave Sukadeva Goswami to speak it. And not only that, he just spoke and went away. He gave Prabhupada, who came and make it more simple. More simple. You're not messy? So, let us listen to them. Our love for Bhagavatam will develop. And when the love Bhagavatam is developed, love for Krishna is developed. Pure love for Krishna is developed because they are all together. They are the same. Pure holy name, pure love for Godhead, pure devotional service. It all comes from hearing Bhagavatam attentively, regularly. And all this become manifest. Hare Krishna. Any comments or questions?
That Maharaji, if we read Srimad-Bhagavatam daily, but we are not able to associate with the devotees and hear the lecture directly from Guru Maharaj because we are in Grihastha Ashram, then that association will also create love for Godhead. Then also we can go to Golok Vrindavan, or association is more important than book association.
It is not true. It is not true that because we are grihastas, it is not true. And because we are grihastas, so we are not having association. Who say like that? Nobody said that. Narada Muni in 7th canto, Yudhishthira Maharaj asked Narada Muni, sannyasis, vanaprasthas, brahmacharis, they are making advancement. How can we who stay at home also make advancement? Narada Muni said, invite sadhus to come to the house and hear Bhagavatam Bharani. This is Narada Muni's recommendation. Bring sadhus to the house. So even if you cannot go there, Narada Muni didn't say you should go there alone. He said invite them to the house. They will come to the house. When they come to the house, he said we should hear them Bhagavatam. But what I have seen in our Hare Krishna movement is that we'll invite the sadhus to come to the house, we don't hear. We are busy cooking for sadhu. We didn't invite him to come and eat, we invited him to come and speak. But when he comes to speak, we are in the kitchen cooking. We don't hear the kirtan, we don't hear the lecture. We are very busy cooking, as if the sadhu is a hungry man and he has nothing to eat, now he has come to the house to come and eat. You should have given invitation, sadhu, please come and eat in my house. But you are telling sadhu, come and speak Bhagavatam in the house. And the sadhu is speaking and you are not there. The Christian is going on, you are not there. That is the problem, not because you are a householder. That is not the problem. The problem is that we are not eager to hear. How many times, even one purport, how many times properly using the word eager to hear, eagerness to hear. And we repeated it also many times like this. Because that is the qualification. Prophet said, this is the first qualification, the eagerness to hear Bhagavatam. If you don't hear, how can we develop love? How can we be attracted? How can we have taste? It is from hearing, from the right source. And we give an example of right source. Right source, you hear from a person who is not speaking for money. A person you know having kirtan for money. We should have those people. This is instruction given to Krishna himself directly. Krishna told his father, my dear father, invite brahmanas who are not greedy to do jagya. Brahmanas who do not look at someone's property. Krishna confirmed, such brahmanas, their blessing work automatically. The brahmana who come to do jagya for money, how much? You just waste our time. The only thing you get is the fire in the house and the smoke. That's the only benefit. He's not a brahmana, he's not qualified to speak. So many times I started doing this in Mauritius. It's in Mauritius I started doing this. If you want me to come to the house, finish your cooking before I come there. So when I come there, you should be there in the kirtan, you should be there in the lecture. You understand?
He's asking, we have to serve pure devotees, then we get taste or eagerness to hear. But Maharaj, how can we get opportunity to serve pure devotee?
There are many ways to serve pure devotee. So many ways. Not as Krishna is not limited, so his representatives also have the same nature. They are not limited. There are many ways you can serve pure devotees. These days, see what we are doing in our movement. Krishna has given such a wonderful thing. Prabhupada gave it so nicely presented. But we constantly make effort to avoid all the message which is given to us. There are so many services we can do for pure devotee, but we have selected only one. Which one? Cooking for Guru. Everybody, especially all the ladies, only one service they want to do in their life: cooking. So he limited to only eating. Is that a pure devotee? He limited to only cooking. What about caring for brothers and sisters? You know service to Guru, the pure devotee? You know the service? How many times Prabhupada said, love me, love my dog? How many times Prabhupada said that? Unlimited time, but we don't hear it. Caring for brothers and sisters is not a service for Guru? You know the service? Why are we not doing that? Only to cook. Right? That's only a service we have for Guru. Why can't we take interest in assisting each other, becoming brothers and sisters keepers? What is the difficulty? Guru, the pure devotee, will be very, very happy to see how we are cooperating together. Properly live that statement. Your love for me will be shown by how much? How much? With each other. When I'm present? When I'm not physically present. But we write it bold and put the bold in action. In action. How many of us are friends to each other? Here. How many of us are friends to each other? Tell me. There's no service for Guru. There are so many services we can do. We can preach Krishna consciousness to whomever we meet in any little way, just a little way. Even by our own good behavior is preaching. It's a service. It's a service. Many things. We can provide facilities for his preaching. That can be done anywhere. We can go to the temple and do some service. There are so many services in the temple. All our temples all over the world, they are looking for devotees to do service. All over. But the temple is there, and the management are looking for devotees to do service. Nobody is there. But only my Guru, I want to cook for him. What of washing his clothes, what of cleaning the temple. What about that? Some disciples, they will go to the kitchen and cook for the Guru and dump everything. They will not clean the kitchen. But they will come to Guru. Go to the kitchen. A mess of the whole place is just dirty there. So gone. But they have cooked for Guru. Is that service for Guru? Is that how we get the love of Guru? That's how we get the blessing? That we get the faith to listen to Bhagavatam? You think that Guru is not seeing all these things? One day the devotee came to me and he removed the cup I was used for drinking. Used for drinking a juice. So he removed it from my room. I went and dumped it in the kitchen. I went away. No, he was still sitting there. So after a few minutes I came out. And I went straight to the kitchen and took it. Did you wash this? First he said yes. I said, did you wash this? I didn't open it. I just picked it up and showed. Did you wash this? No. So whom did you keep it here for? That is devotee. That is service with devotee. That's how we develop affinity, love for hearing Bhagavatam, for hearing the message of Vasudeva from pure devotee in the Bhagavatam. It's duplicity. So Prabhupada has said everything, has given everything, but we are lacking the ability to accept what has been given and using it properly. That is our mistake, our problem. There is nothing which is lacking for anyone to become a pure devotee. Nothing is lacking. As far as my little knowledge about Bhagavatam, I have gone through Bhagavatam, what I have seen inside. A few days ago, I was telling devotees, you people are cheated. I'm talking to devotees. You people are cheated. How? Are you enjoying Bhagavatam? Are you enjoying Bhagavatam? What I'm seeing the Bhagavatam here, I'm feeling sorry for all of you that you are missing a lot. But I'm talking like this to devotee. What did they do? Did they go and take Bhagavatam and start reading? No, they say. See, Prabhupada said we are not interested to go back to Godhead. So we're not interested to hear Bhagavatam. We have no love for Bhagavatam because we are not interested to go back to Godhead. So why should I worry myself with Bhagavatam? Because Bhagavatam is going to, if you develop love for Bhagavatam, you go back to Godhead. I say I don't want to go to Godhead. So don't need for me to hear Bhagavatam. What will I do with it? Only those who want to go to Godhead will have interest to hear Bhagavatam and develop love for the Bhagavatam. Next question.
I'll request Shuddha Bhakti Mataji, if you want to ask, if you have raised your hands, please ask your question. Shuddha Bhakti Mataji.
Shri Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam. So my question is that I read Bhagavad Gita and Srimad-Bhagavatam, but as my mental level is very low, I can't understand everything and can't keep in mind everything what I have read. So does that also work? Means I just only read. Thanks.
Yes. While we are reading, the mind is thinking of something else at the same time. So when you close the book, you will not remember because the mind didn't read. Therefore, we should do what Buddhism Prabhu calls prayerful reading. Prayerful reading. He said, yes, it's very good question. So he helped me to remember more things. Buddhism Prabhu recommended that to develop taste for hearing Bhagavatam, for those of us who are not doing Bhakti Sastra, Bhakti Vaibhava, we should select the topic you want to hear. For example, I want to know something about anger. So we select the verses that speak about anger. And prayerful reading means that you should not have your cell phone with you. You should not have your cell phone with you. You should sit comfortably, but not too comfortable that you sleep after 1 minute. You sit properly. And are you getting the science? And we should have in our minds, I want to communicate with Krishna. This is Bhagavatam, not different from Krishna. I want to communicate with Krishna. As Prabhupada said it, we want to hear what Krishna wants to tell us. So you want to hear what Krishna wants to tell me something. So you want to hear. That is why the word eagerness comes in. So Parikshit Maharaj was very eager. Why? He has a notice 7 days leaving the body. He was eager to hear the solution to his problem. Arjuna was going to fight with the people he cannot fight with. People he cannot. He's a small boy. Arjuna is a small boy to Dronacharya. Bhismadev. He's a child. A baby. Krishna himself, he told Yudhishthira Maharaj, see, there's none of us here that can do Acharya anything. None of us here. None of us here. All the warriors here. Nobody here can do him anything. Krishna himself told Yudhishthira Maharaj like that. So the only way you can deal with him, tell him his son is dead. Tell him lie. And Krishna told Arjuna to fight the same person. It's an easy thing. So, when Krishna wants to give him the solution how to do that, he sleeps. Eager. Very eager. And he got it. 30 minutes. Arjuna got Bhagavad Gita. 30 minutes. complete. That's eagerness. But we don't have that situation. They don't notice we're done in 7 days. Right? And we're not going to fight Dronacharya. And it is compulsory. It is compulsory that you're going to fight. Even when Arjuna say, oh, no, I cannot fight. The Krishna says, you have to do it. It is not an advice. It's compulsory. You have to do it. Therefore, he gave full attention to it. We are relaxed. Relaxed, free, comfortable. Therefore, the eagerness is not there. So we cannot develop love for Bhagavatam. So if we want to have a prayerful reading, then the eagerness, we should be conscious. I want to hear what Krishna wants to tell me. I have a problem. Krishna wants to give me a solution. Let me listen. If you are reading with this attitude, you will not forget. And when you are reading, anything which struck your mind, don't continue reading. You should wait there for some time and continue to digest it, to think about that and connect it with other verses, other experiences. This is maturity in studying the scriptures. If you do like this, you remember. You remember what we have read. Even if you don't remember all, Papa said, don't worry. Continue to repeat it. So continue to repeat it. You remember. Understand? Sudha Bhakti? Repeat it regularly. Repeat it. Repeat it. Hare Krishna.
For so many years, and more than 15,000 devotees across the world have started Srimad-Bhagavatam with this program. So we are again starting this, and you'll be also there taking few classes from this 1 hour 21 days. So we request everyone this 21 days Srimad-Bhagavatam reading challenge. The link is in the group. And there is one more question, Maharaj, from Romil. I'll request Romil if you can ask your question. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances onto your lotus feet.
Thank you.
Maharaj, my question is as we discussed that we should hear from pure devotee attentively and with eagerness. Maharaj, what if there is some schedule difference, time zone difference, and we end up hearing YouTube lecture? Is it having the same effect as we hear live lecture?
There is always a chance for everybody. So if we don't have sometimes you don't have, like you said, you have work to do. And because of that, the time of life is not possible. Then you hear it when we are free from the work. There's no difficulty. At least they said, how did they say it? I believe they say it also. In Africa they say half bread is better than none. Or they say this one is proper part. Uncle with one eye is better than So at least we have something. Especially these days, there is no scarcity. No scarcity. You can hear it throughout the whole day, anywhere. The only problem is laziness. Laziness. Only laziness. Otherwise, sometimes we hear live, and sometimes when that's not possible, you hear the recorded lecture. Yes. So there's no problem. We should plan ourselves to do that. All right? Hare Krishna. How much time?
We can take one question, one last question, Raj.
Okay.
One last question. There is a question. I love to read Srimad-Bhagavatam but not chant. How to balance the both?
You want to read Bhagavatam and not chant. I don't have taste for chanting. How to balance it. Just like we are discussing to have love for Bhagavatam, we should hear. Similarly, if you want to have taste for chanting, we should also hear the glories of chanting. The same thing, if you don't know something, that thing has no meaning for us. If you know something, it becomes meaningful. And in this material world, even spiritually, we do something with interest. How we develop interest for something? By hearing about the wonderful quality of that thing or that person. So if you hear, this is recommended by Haridas Thakura, we should hear the glories of the holy name. The same thing from a holy person. Our interest will also come. And we should do that in association of pure devotees. That is what Haridas himself he introduced by his own practical life. A prostitute who came to him, Haridas didn't tell her to chant. He didn't tell her to chant. He was saying, oh, just wait, let me finish. I will attend to you. And after 3 days of hearing Haridas chant, he started saying, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. He just started by association. Just association with the pure devotee. She started chanting on her own. That is the purity. But the time was asked many 3 years, one question for 3 years. What is what was the question? For 3 years. What was the question? How do you recognize a devotee? 3 years, question was asked. And Chidam was asked, he gave 3 answers. How do you recognize a devotee? One who chants Hare Krishna once. It's a pure devotee. So say, this you are a sister with the person. The next day the question comes. A person who is constantly chanting the holy name. The 3rd year, he said, one, just by seeing him alone, immediately you start chanting Hare Krishna. That's a pure devotee. And that is the best. Just by seeing, not even by hearing, or even being asked to chant. But just to see alone, immediately you spontaneously chant Hare Krishna. That's a pure devotee. So if you, that's what Haridas did. The prostitute was sitting with him for 3 days. Immediately she started chanting. And then finally he initiated her for chanting, which also she did, 300,000 names, like the Guru. Disciples should resemble the Guru as a disciple. Disciples should be like the Guru. The Guru is doing japa by 1 o'clock, he should chant. You know? Don't worry, don't wake up. You want to go. The next day you complain how you are sick because you woke up by 2 o'clock. Anyway, Haridas Thakura told us he taught us by example. Just associate with the pure devotee. He also recommended that for overcoming offenses in chanting. Associate with the pure devotee and confess our weaknesses. We will have the strength to do pure chanting. Confession, association, and hearing, and looking at Tulsi Devi. You get all these wonderful qualities that will send us back home, back to Godhead. Srimad-Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi all glorious assembled devotees.
Thank you, Shri Gurudev.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare
So the
Krishna.
Vedavarsity, we have, please visit the Vedavarsity website. There are a lot of courses, around 15, 20 courses.
Thank you very much, Maharaj.